Yo, what's going on guys? It's Sphere and welcome to my 2020 showcase and tutorial on how to install Lunar Client. My last tutorial and showcase video on Lunar Client was over a year ago, and so much has changed in the client. They just released a new launcher which is completely different from the old one with a lot more functionality. They also now have a 1.8 version with a completely different design and like 20 new mods, as well as more customization features to existing mods. Ever since the release of 1.8, they've been constantly updating, at least like one update per month, adding new mods and new features, as well as fixing bugs. Now unfortunately, this 1.8 redesign has not made its way to 1.7, and it seems like they do not plan on bringing it to 1.7. Right now, pretty much the only people who use 1.7 are pop PvPers. They already have all the mods they would really need, and Lunar really wants people to switch to 1.8 so they can just focus on this version instead of developing for two versions. So I would not expect the redesign to come to 1.7. If you want to see what 1.7 looks like, I'll leave a link to my video from last year. It's pretty much the exact same as back then. Only difference is there are bug fixes and a new mod called Potion Counter. Before we get into how to install Lunar Client, I want to say if this video does help you and you do enjoy, be sure to leave a like. I really want to hit 5,000 subscribers before the end of summer. Probably not possible due to how inactive I've been on my YouTube channel over the past few years. But that's always been a goal of mine, to hit 5,000 subscribers, and I don't think I'll ever hit 10,000 subscribers. So I want to at least get like to an interval of 5. So it really help out if you subscribe to the channel, and if this video does help you and you enjoy, be sure to leave a like and turn on post notifications to be notified the next time I upload. Anyways, without wasting more time, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, so now that you're ready to install a client, all you want to do is go to lunarclient.com. I'll leave a link in the description and click the download button. It's going to take you to this page, and this is where you can choose which version you want. If you need a macOS tutorial on how to download Lunar Client, be sure to show me with a like and a comment in the comment section below. For this video, I'm obviously on Windows, so I'm going to be showing the Windows setup. It does support 32-bit as well as Windows XP and up, so Windows 7, Windows 8. So for Windows, all you have to do is obviously click on the Windows download button, and it's going to download the exe for the launcher. You're going to wait for that to finish downloading, and then you're going to open it up. You're going to get the license agreement. You can read all this if you want to. Most people just click on I agree anyways, which you shouldn't do, but I know a lot of you are going to do that anyways. So just click on I agree, and it's going to start downloading everything for the launcher. I left that unedited so you can see how long it took me to download the launcher, and you see it didn't take very long, but I do have pretty decent internet and a pretty decent PC, so it might take you longer or shorter depending on your PC specs. But as you can see, once it downloads, it's going to put an icon on your desktop, and this is the new launcher. As you can see, it's completely different from the old one, so much more functionality. But yeah, going over the new launcher, down here it's got the launcher version, so right now we're on version 2.0.2. Here you have the Telegram link, Twitter, Discord, and the link to the website that we were just on. Here you have the patch notes for different days, so you can click on read more and it will open up a web page with all of the changes for this patch note. So as you can see, they recently just added a crap ton of stuff. Right here are partnered servers. If you click on one of these, it's going to automatically launch the client and connect you to that server. You can also see this over in the server list right here. This is pretty cool. These are all the servers that are partnered with Lunar Client. So you can see the player count, the IP, and what kind of games they offer. Going back here real quick, this is the new launch button. As you can see, it has a drop down now, so it's right on the home page. You don't have to go to a separate settings page to change your version. Clicking on the drop down, you will get the launch options, and you can select a version to be your default. So if you want your default to be 1.7, you just have to click on here, and then it will always be on 1.7 whenever you open up the launcher. As I said previously, 1.7 hasn't really been changed that much since release, just little things here and there. So again, in this video, I'm going to be showing the 1.8 version. And you might be wondering what the anti-cheat is. If you have anti-cheat on, that means it's going to download Alpha Anti-Leak, which helps protect the client. The only servers that are required to have the anti-cheat on to join are Lunar and MC Teams. There are a few servers like Ghostly that have Lunar Client only queues. So if you care about, somewhat trying to prove that you're legit, playing with the anti-cheat does not prove that you are legit, because there unfortunately are bypasses to pretty much every client-side anti-cheat. It will add a little bit of extra proof that you're not cheating. Going over the settings, after launch you can hide the launcher, keep it open, or close the launcher if you want extra performance. Launch directory, you can change this. You can allocate more RAM right here, and it also tells you how much RAM you have left. You can change the resolution of the game, and it also has a bunch of presets, so this is pretty cool. Right here you have the experimental updates. Now, I did try this earlier. It will say you're not allowed to use the experimental branch, so I would just leave it on stable. Going to about page, it just shows some about things and then gives you some links for support, the FAQ, as well as the website. You have the terms of service, launcher version, as well as the logs folder. Alright, so now I'm going to launch with the anti-cheat enabled. So just clicking on launch, this is going to take a decent amount of time because once again, this is my first launch. You can't see this, but user account control is asking me if I want to allow AAL to make changes to my device. That is the anti-cheat, so you are going to have to click yes if you want to use the anti-cheat. Green's black for a second, but now it's launching and downloading the update. Alright, so I did actually cut that because it took about 40 seconds to a minute to launch the first time. Once again, this is the 1.8 version. Up here in the top left, you have your account switcher. Down here is where you will have your cloaks and wings if you decide to purchase any. It also has a quick link to the shop right here. Clicking on this takes you to settings. It does have Optifine. Right here is how you can switch your language. Going into multiplayer, as you can see, we do have a Lunar Network up here as a pin server. You cannot delete it. Again, this also requires the anti-cheat on to join. So I'm just going to go into a single player world to show you some of the mods. I'm not going to show you everything, so if you have any questions on how to edit your mods, a question about what a feature does, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below and I will get back to you and try and help you out. So to get started with editing your mods, all you want to do is press right shift on your keyboard. It's going to open up this GUI. You can click and drag your mods wherever you want. I already have my mod profile set up. Yours aren't going to look like this. Yours is going to have like a few mods on your screen maybe. All you have to do is click on here and click on enable. It's pretty self-explanatory, but again, if you need any help, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. I'm not going to go over every single mod. I want this video to be pretty quick and to the point. 1.7 visuals, Hypixel mods. If you go in here, it has stuff like auto friend, auto GG, auto tip, anti GG, level head. Something cool, you can customize where the mods are at in the GUI. So say you never use motion blur, all you have to do, you can move this by clicking and holding. You'll notice that it's going to pop up and then you can move it wherever you want. So again, say you don't use motion blur, you can drag it all the way down to the bottom. Notable mods, obviously the Hypixel mods. They've got Skyblock add-ons. They have a really customizable coordinates mod, which I think is pretty cool. You can see they have Skyblock add-ons, Mumble Link, Schematica, World Edit, CUI. All the other mods are pretty self-explanatory. Free Look, that is this mod. You activate this by pressing left alt on your keyboard. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just for an example, here are some of the mod profiles I have set up. I have this one for keystrokes. I have this one for HCF and UHC. Then I have this profile where I copied Mesoid's mod settings because I thought they looked pretty cool. Your CPS boxes aren't going to look like this by default. Yours are going to be, for lack of a better word, they're kind of fat. If you're coming from Lunar Client 1.7 and you want to make the keystroke boxes look like 1.7, you can go to 13, but that does have some like formatting issues, like the text doesn't scale correctly. So I'd recommend going to 14 and then it's much smaller, but you can go to 10 if you want. You can make it even bigger if you want. This is a feature that I actually recommended. One of the owners responded saying, hey, that'd be cool, and they added it. So if you do have any suggestions for the client, the best place to do that is on Twitter under one of the client tweet posts, as well as on the forums. They have a place where you can suggest things for the client. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, and if it helps you out, be sure to leave a like. Again, any questions at all, leave them down in the comment section. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, as it really does help out. Put a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe for more content in the near future, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.